Hola clase, hoy vamos a tomar apuntes. Escribe el número, escribe la fecha y escribe el título, the title, los verbos de cambio radical. So, these verbs are also known as boot verbs, and you're going to learn in a little bit why, okay? So, we do have three types of these verbs in Spanish, okay? Well, for the most likely, at least now we're going to learn three types, okay? So you need to know that Spanish has verbs that are called stem changers, okay? In these verbs, spelling changes in certain forms when conjugated. All right, this is a few of the things that you need to know. So, these verbs are called E to an IE, U to a UE, and O to a UE stem changers. Okay, so the change, it only happens in the yo, tú, él, and ellos forms. Because these changes happen in the shape of a boot, they are often called boot verbs. You're gonna see why. So what is the most important thing here is that these verbs will change an E to an IE, a U to a UE, an O to a UE, and that the change only happens in the yo, tú, él, and ellos form. And they're called boot verbs, okay? So, let's get started with the first one. E to an I stem changers. Alright, so the E to the I stem changers. We have few verbs. We have empezar, comenzar, perder, querer, preferir, pensar, which means to think, tener, sentir, which is to feel. Alright, so these are the verbs that will change an E to an IE. So there's a rule to it. So what you need to know is this. First thing you need to do is remove the verb ending. Then find the E closest to the end of the word and change it to an IE. Okay, this change only happens in the yo, tú, él, and ellos forms. Okay, what do you do next? You add the regular AR or ER or IR verb ending. Okay, that's exactly what you need to do. Right? Nosotros, en vosotros, have no spelling change. All right, so nosotros and vosotros don't have a spelling change. Let's see what that looks like. Let's get one of this. Before we go to it, let's review what's important here. So you need to remember that you're going to remove the verb ending, right? First thing you're going to do. Then you're going to find the E that's closest to the end of the word and you're going to change it for an IE. So let's highlight, let me highlight on these words right here, which is the E close to the end. So pensar, comenzar. Oh, notice that perder has two E's, right? I'm not going to change the E that's in the ending. I'm going to change the E that's not part of the ending, but it's closest to the end of the word. Querer, preferir, pensar, tener, sentir. Okay? So I'm going to conjugate one of these ones. I'm going to use perder. I have the verb perder. What is the first thing I need to do to perder? Remove the ending of the word. Perder. So I'm left with this, right? What do I do then? I find the E closest to the ending of the word. So it's this one. And I will change that to an IE. PR, that is my stem. So I'm going to use that to conjugate. I lose, yo pierdo. You lose, tú pierdes. You lose, él pierde. He loses. Nosotros perdemos. Why I do not write IE? Because there's no change in nosotros and vosotros. Perdéis, pierden. Okay? So remember, why are they called good verbs? Is because of this. The conjugation makes the shape of the boot. See that? That's why. That's what they call good verbs. Notice that these two, there's no change to those two. No change. All right. So let's go now to the other ones. Let's go now to the verbs that change a U to a UE, stem changers. Okay? And we have one verb, which is jugar. So what's going to happen? First thing, remove the ending. Second, find the U and change it to UE. Then add the regular AR ending. No spelling change. in nosotros o vosotros. Okay, well, let's see how that conjugation looks like. So we have jugar. First thing, we drop the ending. We find this U, we change it to a UE. That's our stem. So I play yo juego. You play juegas. He plays él juega. Nosotros jugamos. Vosotros jugáis. Y ellos y ellas juegan. ¿Sí da? Bien. So that's what you do with jugar. And then we have the verbs that change the O to your UE and the stem changers. So we have a few. We have poder, volver, devolver, y dormir. To sleep. Okay. So what is the first thing that we're going to do? We're going to remove the ending. Find the O and change it to UE. Add the regular AR, ER, and IR ending. No spelling change in nosotros o vosotros. So there's no spelling change in nosotros o vosotros. All right, so let me pick one. Oh, before we go there, so we need to find the O closest to the N and change it to UE. So this is the O closest, well, the only O in this case, right? The only O. Okay, so let me get dormir, which is our favorite, my favorite, at least my favorite verb, dormir. I drop the ER and I change this O to UE, and I'm left with that. Yo duermo, I sleep. Tú duermes, you sleep. He sleeps, él duerme. Dormimos, dormís, duermen. Okay, so let's go with the shape. You see that? There's our beautiful boot. Muy bien, chicos. So make sure that you guys review your endings. You know your endings, and also you know how to conjugate. You know the rules. You know which letters do you need to change. Bien, muy bien, chicos.